Have you ever thought of putting rules on your money? It is a pretty interesting concept. We tend to have rules for every other area of your life. How much to eat, how much we should watch TV, limiting the number of social media, amount of time to brush our teeth, and much more. Following are the 10 rules of money. Number 1. It's a game. It's very simple. You may want to fight it, but regardless of what you do, it's a rule. And the rule is that money is a game. The great thing about any game is that no matter what game you play, you eventually get good at it. If I've never played chess and you've played it 100 times, you're probably going to beat me. If I've played Monopoly 1,000 times and you've played it like 3 times, I'm going to beat you. So the great thing about the money game is that it can be learned. Number 2. It's a doubles game. Money is a doubles game. The entire game of money is about doubling your money. What do I mean by doubling your money? Let me explain it to you this way. If you have $1,000 in cash in your bank account, you are 10 doubles away from having $1 million. You're 5 doubles away from $32,000. And 13 doubles away from having 8.192 million. And 14 doubles away from $16 million. How soon can you double your money? That's it. It's a doubles game. Can you take that 1,000 and double it to 2,000 in the next year? Now that it's 2,000, you're 9 steps away from $1 million. If you already have $100,000 in your account, then you're 3 to 4 doubles away from $1 million. Building wealth is a piece of cake when you understand the doubles game. Number 3. Play your game. Let me explain this. Let's say that when you play the doubles game, you're at $8,000, and let's say your cousin is at $4,096,000. Or let's say your friend is at $128,000. Why are you comparing yourself to them? You need to play your doubles game. There are 4 or more doubles ahead of you, so it's not the same game. You can't say, I'm gonna play my game at the level with the other guys. Because when you do that, you make reckless decisions and you may lose a double. You don't want to lose doubles. It's important not to go backwards, and anytime you focus on the people ahead of you, you may go backwards. So, focus on your game, your strategies, and your time horizon. Number 4. End of the world mentality. The next of the rules of money is the end of the world mentality. Listen, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and others are all paid to sell crisis. Why? Because you have to be ready for a crisis. So a lot of times people are fearful and think it's the end of the world. For example, in 2008, when the market crisis took place, everybody started pulling their money out. At the time, the Dow Jones was down to 6,000 something. It's at 21,000 points today. Imagine, if you left the money in, how much compounding money was lost simply because people thought it was the end of the world. You have to learn to manage the times when 90% of the world thinks it's the end of the world. You have to be ready for those times. I was part of the community that said it's always the end of the world. Then I realized how you become wealthy during those times. In the times when people say it's the end of the world, do you know who wins? The ones that have cash. That's why it's so important to have cash set aside. And I'm not talking about boredom money. I'm talking about having cash set aside so that when it's the end of the world, you can buy stuff. Number 5. Boredom. Next rule of money is boredom. Let me explain what boredom means. Money needs to be moved, okay? Again, if a girl is bored with you, she leaves you because you're too boring. The same is true for men. When people get bored, they leave, and money doesn't like to be bored. What do I mean? If money stays in the checking account, the money goes to somebody that knows how to use it. Money doesn't like to stay somewhere when it's not working. So it goes to someone else that knows what they'd want to do with the money. So you have to make sure that money is always moving for you, working for you, and doing something to create more money for you. Number 6. Seduction. Let me explain to you about seduction. Money likes to be seduced. Money is attracted to seducers. Just like a woman doesn't like a desperate man, money doesn't like desperate people. Money is not attracted to desperate people that want it so bad because they want to show it off to everybody. No. You need to seduce money. Don't let money seduce you. You seduce money. Once you learn the seduction game with money, all of a sudden money starts coming from all over the place to you because money's turned on by people that know exactly what they're doing. Number 7. Secret account. The next of the rules of money is to have a secret account. You always have to have a secret account. What's a secret account? It's an account no one else, including your spouse, parents, best friend, siblings, knows about. A secret account is a crisis account and could be cash. It's an account that's sitting somewhere that no one else knows about. Number 8. Study your politicians. Next, study your politicians, especially your president. Here's why. You have to know the philosophies of and what the politicians in your nation and local community are going to do. For example, if their philosophy is to do heavy-duty taxing, you need to adjust accordingly. If their philosophy is to cut down taxes, you need to adjust accordingly. Number 9. Study smart investors. Next, study smart investors. For instance, you should read everything Warren Buffett puts out. Every single thing. Read all his books because as you do, he'll teach you his way of thinking, his mindset. People ask, why did Warren Buffett spend $35 million to buy a silver 6 years ago? And why does he stay away from technology? The thing you have to respect about Warren Buffett is that he sticks to a philosophy long enough until it works. So, study smart investors. Number 10. Befriend moneymakers. The next rule of money is to befriend moneymakers that you trust. Here's why. If you're around people that know how to make money, you're gonna make money. If you're around people that don't make money and don't know how to make money, you won't make a lot of money. That's just how things work. It's also important to know who you're going into business with. Sometimes things seem too sweet, but you don't know the person. So whoever you're going to do business with, befriend them, travel with them. If somebody's extremely wealthy, go to dinner with them. Get to know their spouse and how they're around kids. See their standard of living, behavior, and discipline, and if you like what you see, determine to do business with them. This is it for today, and see you in the next video.